They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So USC's offense will have first crack at this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw again. Got the quick pass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He fires a bullet to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds space on the right. Off and running. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands, and the defense better do something different.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to pop the draw. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
A quick pass to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Paul finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Unleashes one. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard him.
He lets one fly deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll move the tight end. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got it down the middle. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Northwestern will have to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, USC.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him and let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Trojans! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Fakes the grab. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it just in time.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. They want to throw it. And they can't make the play on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Slithers into space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Might be changing the route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection in the... Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And back to the air on second down. Soft spot in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Let's go! Let's go! They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Beckham. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got the quick completion. Racing down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Southern Cal. He got a step and just dusted the field. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising. From the gun, the ground game. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, who need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't.
There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got his man out of the backfield. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late. Up front, moving forward, This offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Oh, he makes the catch. The defense going to stop. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Offense changing the play. If there's time to pad the stats. Here's a hit. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.